November 30, 2023, the last day of the month of November. And we will be talking about the upcoming fight of Naoya Inoue of Japan versus Marlon Tapales of the Philippines. Okay, they will be fighting for the undisputed crown. Okay, WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO, and ring. Okay, titles. All the marbles. Okay, and the it will be held in the Ariake Arena in Tokyo, Japan on December 26, 2023. So 26 days from now. I am excited. Oh, okay. So for the title of this live video is about Naoya Inoue versus Marlon Tapales slash breaking the records. Okay, this is for the what are the historical significance. Okay, not just the action inside the ring, not just the drama inside the ring, but the historical significance. What are the records that they are going to break? Okay, so we are talking about record breaking, okay, in the boxing history. Right, but before that, um, we will make a summary about their profile. Okay, first, Marlon Tapales, the Filipino Nightmare. He is a two-division champion. Okay, a former WBO Bantamweight, 118 pounds champion, and now he is the current unified IBF and WBA. All right, WBA and IBF champion. Okay, Super Bantamweight, 122 pounds. He is 5 feet 4 inches, 5'4", with 67 inches reach. Pardon me, 65. Okay, 65 inches reach. Okay, and he's 31 years old. Okay, he's a southpaw. Okay, southpaw, left-handed fighter. While and his ring record is 37 wins. Okay, 3 defeats, 2 of which by knockouts, and then he has a 19 wins by way of knockouts. Okay, that's Marlon Tapales. His knockout ratio is 51.35%. Okay, or 51% knockout ratio for Marlon the Nightmare Tapales. Now let's move on to Naoya Inoue. Naoya Inoue is 30 years old. Okay. Height 5 feet 5 inches. Reach is 67 inches reach. Alright. And he is a orthodox or right-handed fighter. Okay. So their age is not that because only one age, 1 year. Tapales is 31. Inoue is 30. And then the reach 2 inches difference. Naoya Inoue has 2 inches advantage than a Tapales. Okay. And the as we have known, Naoya Inoue is a 4-division champion. And the former undisputed WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO in the ring, Bantamweight champion, and now the unified WBC and WBO Super Bantamweight champion, 122 pounds. Okay. and he has a record of 25 wins and 22 of which by way of knockouts, and he has a knockout ratio of 88%. Okay, knockout ratio 88% compared to Marlon Tapales has only 51%, 51.35%. Okay. Okay, now let's move on to our main topic, which is the records that they are going to break. Okay. If and when they are going to fight, and the winner, okay, the winner, if and when Marlon, the Filipino Nightmare, beat Naoya Inoue, his record, first record to make is the first ever Filipino undisputed champion. No other Filipino that have been undisputed. Nobody. Only. If ever, Marlon Tapales, he will be the first ever undisputed champion. Okay? That's one. The second one, he might get the upset of the year. Okay? That's another record for him. Okay? Just in case. The same as the weight or amount of when Buster Douglas beat Iron Mike Tyson in Japan. Okay? Way back 1991, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and then number three, the record that Tapales will make is that he might be included on the list of top 10 pound for pound best fighter. Okay, because as of now, Marlon Tapales is not on the list of the top 10 pound for pound best fighter. Okay, number four, another record for Tapales, he will be awarded to be the best Filipino fighter in 2023. Okay? Okay. Another one, the fifth one, will be the Knockout of the Year 2023 by the Boxing Writers Association of America, or by the Ring Magazine, or by ESPN, or by Sports Illustrated, or by the Transnational Boxing Record, Transnational Ranking Record Board, Ranking Board, okay? So, TBRB, Transnational Boxing Ranking Board. There you have it. So, that is for Tapales. Now, if and when the Japanese monster Naoya Inoue beat, by the way, if ever for them to become the knockout of the year, he needs to knock out their opponent by a very brutal knockout for you to be considered as the knockout of the year, to be awarded as a knockout of the year. Okay? Okay, now, if and when Naoya Inoue, the Japanese monster, beat Tapales, these are the boxing records he will make. Okay, one, he will be the first ever, okay, the first ever in boxing history to be undisputed in the Super Bantamweight division, because there's no other before, since boxing is has been established 1890s, 1900, 1910, 20, 1930s, 1940s, 50s. No Super Bantamweight undisputed champion ever. So, Naoya Inoue will be the first ever Super Bantamweight undisputed champion in history. Okay, that's one. Second, he will be the fastest two-division undisputed champion in history. Not Terence Crawford, no. Not Clarissa Shields or not Katie Taylor. Yeah, the newly female 2 division undisputed champion now. So, it will be inside 1 year for Naoya Inoue, because Naoya Inoue was undisputed bantamweight champion last year, December 13, something like that, December 13. And this year, last year, December 2022, then this year, 2023, December 26, if he beat Marlon Tapales, he will be the fastest undisputed champion in 2 weight division. Okay, number 3, of course, he will be awarded as the best fighter of the year 2023, fighter of the year 2023 by the Boxing Writers Association of America, the Ring Magazine, ESPN, Sports Illustrated, and TBRB, Transnational Boxing Ranking Board. There. And then number 4, Naoya Inoue will become the number 1 pound for pound best fighter in boxing in the world. He will overtake the number 1 spot held by Terence Crawford right now. So again, if he beats Marlon Tapales this coming December 26, he will be the number 1 pound for pound best fighter in the world. He will overtake Terence Crawford in the number 1 spot. And then the last one, if he ever KO'd or knocked out Marlon Tapales brutally, okay, brutally knocked out Tapales, and then he will be awarded as the knockout of the year, okay, 2023. Same organization, Boxing Writers Association of America, the Ring Magazine, ESPN, Sports Illustrated, Transnational Boxing Ranking Board. Okay, so those are the records that Inoue and Tapales may break if and when on December 26, whoever wins. Okay, those are the historical significance for that to happen. And let's say Naoya Inoue become the undisputed champion, and at the same time he will overtake Terence Crawford as the number 1 pound for pound best fighter. It will be the second Asian to become a number 1 pound for pound. First was Manny Pacquiao. Since then, before Manny Pacquiao, there were no Asian that has been a number 1 pound for pound best fighter. It was Manny Pacquiao, the first Asian from Asia, a fighter, a boxer from Asia to be named as the number 1 pound for pound best. And then Golovkin, though he became a pound for pound number 1 for just short period of time, less than a year, or we'll say 1 year, from Kazakhstan, if Kazakhstan is part of Asia, which is part of Asia, so I may call it, but to be holding the number 1 spot, best pound for pound fighter, it was Manny Pacquiao. Okay, from June of 2008 to June of 2012. June 2008, when he beat David Dangerous Diaz, okay, in Mandalay Bay. It was held in Mandalay Bay. And then that was a week after when number 1 pound for pound back then, Floyd Mayweather Jr. retired. Okay, second retirement or third retirement of Floyd. Then Manny Pacquiao overtake Floyd. It's like a default. But this time, if Inoue, just if and when Inoue beats Tapales, Naoya Inoue will beat Terence Crawford as the #1 pound for pound best fighter in, of course, in boxing, not by default, but by records. Because they are both active. Terence Crawford is active, Naoya Inoue is active. Compared to Manny Pacquiao and the case of Floyd Mayweather back then. All right? So there you have it. Again, this is the historical significance, okay, for the legacy fight between Japanese monster Naoya Inoue and Filipino nightmare Marlon Tapales. Okay, those are the records that they are going to break. Okay, after they fight, the moment right after their fight. Okay, until next time, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write down below. Okay, thank you so much, and blessings to you all. Hua.